And that breaking news tonight, 2 deputies now doing well after they were shot serving a warrant in Boone County. Thanks a lot for joining us here at 5. I'm Mike Dardis.
And good evening to you. I'm Cherie Palillo. So the sheriff's office says that both deputies could be released from the hospital here in the coming days. Meanwhile, deputies identifying that gunman as 39-year-old Justin Chapman, who had a felony arrest warrant out for him. We're leading the way for you tonight with team coverage on what the sheriff's office says could have been just a horrific event. We begin tonight with WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick. He's been talking with neighbors who heard all of this go down late last night. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, Cherie, well, it was a chaotic scene here. Take a look. This is the apartment building where this all happened. Crews are out here this evening patching up the windows because they were broken after deputies launched gas canisters inside. It all began when Boone County deputies came here to serve a warrant. They say they got no cooperation. And here's what happens. They broke through the door. One of the deputies calls dispatch just after being shot.
Sheriff's office!
Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
3736, I'm hit. I don't know who else is hit. I need a squad now. 10-4, officer down.
2 deputies were shot. Both were hit multiple times. Both survived. Doing better tonight. The suspect barricaded himself inside. We now know he was Justin Chapman, 39 years old. SWAT teams and other departments were called to the scene. It was a standoff. That's when those canisters of gas were launched into the windows. A drone was flown inside, went upstairs. Deputies were able to see the suspect was unresponsive. They say he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Neighbors say everyone here knew Chapman had guns because of the unusual place he chose to clean them, on full display in his window.
He'd be upstairs cleaning his gun randomly, and always having his window open, and neighbors would be like, hey, put that away.
Yeah, now neighbors tell us this isn't the first time deputies had been to this same apartment. They say they had seen officers knocking on this door in the past. They say usually Chapman just wouldn't come to the door. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT. News 5.
Oh, Brian, thank you. And when you hear and see how this went down, it's truly amazing. Those officers are going to be okay. The barrage of gunfire hitting those deputies multiple times, but thankfully they are expected to be out of the hospital here in a couple of days.
They got to the hospital in a hurry last night, and WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak just got an update on their conditions from the sheriff's office. Hi, Danielle.
Yeah, hi there, Mike. I actually just got some brand new information for you. So I was just told that shortly after that interview, that press conference I was at, that one of the deputies was actually discharged. So that's actually much quicker than what we thought in the coming days. Obviously, we do know that one of them is still in the hospital, but that's really good news here. One of those deputies just hours after finally discharged from the hospital. The Boone County Sheriff's calling this a stunning feat, especially when you see all of that video from last night. Now, this tragic situation could have been very different. That said, those 2 deputies do still have a long road of recovery ahead of them. As far as their injuries goes, the department wasn't able to tell me too much about that, but we do know that they were both shot multiple times. One deputy was hit in the chest, the other in the leg. As of now, the department is not releasing their names, but they did tell us that the deputies are seasoned vets. Thankfully, they both had on bulletproof vests. Now, Major Philip Ridgewell also spoke about the outpouring of support from fellow law enforcement officers and what it also meant for those injured deputies and their families and the continued help they're going to need.
It's going to be a process, both physically and mentally. I think, when you're shot and everything kind of slows back down, life kind of slowly returns to normal and some perspective starts to set in. That was one of the conversations that I had with one of the deputies' fathers last night, was exactly that. It's, we want to make sure that when that happens, and it affects everybody different, it may not affect one person as much as it does the other, but when that does, we want to make sure that their minds are right. if and when that we can get them back onto the road and back to work, that'll be their determination.
Once again, some good news. We just found out that one of those deputies was released from the hospital. The other still in there, but he's expected to be released in the coming days. Now, Ridgel did go on to say that all of the deputies who were there last night and those that were injured will all receive mental health help if they need it. Now, he also did say that if they were not wearing that bulletproof vest, today would be a much different conversation. Reporting live in Boone County, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
Danielle, thank you. We've been all over that story. You guys were